field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Jackson, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed? That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Newton. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. But those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Another pass into the... And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newton, and able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On second and 11 now. Herbert. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. On second down, here's Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On fourth down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. On 1st down, Newton, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 36. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Davis Price up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go now.
Now it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have 1st half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth 1st half that we've seen. Out to his left. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Hey, 15.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Newton, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. after the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they just
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Taken in at the 3.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in the loft.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Hey, 43, 15.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yellow. Easy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
It's Kelsey on the grab.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his...
And, my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to have 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Newton, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's caught. Beckham.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 16, Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe After that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Being chased out left. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Take it at the 37. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E!
Davis-Price gets this one out of the gun.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
In motion left, that's Jackson. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Herbert throwing again. That's caught by Jackson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Second down at 5.
Jackson, the man in motion left. To throw again on second down. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
15.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
15.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Up the middle they go. It's Newton
To about the 48-yard line.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Herbert. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing, Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Herbert gonna throw. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Herbert now to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through.